Alright, I had a different plan on how I was going to do this intro, but I realized you might not be able to hear me because I don't have an external mic for this camera. I don't even think this camera takes an external mic anywhere. This is exactly how the air conditioner was in this camper when I got it, except for the white tape. That was me. So I don't know how much you can actually see because the screen's small on here, but here's the rod that activates the windows. They took out the second glass, just a piece of wood up here, and I'm assuming they threw like towels or something around it. I don't know, but guess what? This is not going to work. And yeah, that one's actually missing the screws up there too. Yeah, they're both missing all the screws. So I didn't have it in there like that this whole time. I took it out. I put it in there just for this intro. I'm going to go remove it, and then we'll look at what we have to do to fix this situation. Now you may hear music and voices in the background. I hope none of that music gets my video demonetized. But there's some sort of something going on a little bit of a distance from here, but we can actually hear it here. Now, I don't know how this is going to all come out, and I wanted to bring my Sawzall, but I didn't. So I think I'm just going to use violence and hopefully get this glass out without breaking it and cutting myself. But I'm not so confident in that either. Okay, I see how this comes out, kind of. Yeah, I'm just going to have to use straight up brute force and hopefully not break glass in the meantime. But this all seems to be coming apart fairly easy like this. Alright. I don't know that I have anything to get this one off other than brute force. Bug, I don't know you. Alright. That'll work for my plan. And I kind of want to remove this actuator over here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to without drilling out some rivets from a side I can't get to. So let's take some measurements and see what we got. And let me go get my tape measure out of the truck. I'm still leaving the camera going. So I'm probably going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to end up doing this. So it looks like we have an opening of 23 inches by, I don't know, 16 and a half. Don't really know how I want to do this. I know exactly how I want to do this. I just don't know if I can. Yeah, they had duct tape up here too. That's going to have to go. Let me just cut one of these 2x3s I have down to 23 inches and see what we can do. Alright, I had the generator as far away as I can, but I assure you there will still be noise. And for that, I'm not sorry. Oh, this is not a... Let me get my other one. Okay, they're both this style where they don't stay out. Okay, that sucks. So we got 23. Oh, okay, that's supposed to. Okay. Going a little on the big side. Now, this is the beautiful thing. I know in some countries they call pickup trucks utes. Here in New Jersey, or here in the States, I'm calling it a pickup truck. But this is the beautiful thing about having a pickup truck is I don't really need to make my own works. Or workspace. I'm going to leave the generator on for now. Let's just move over here and see how we can mount this. And we're actually closer to the generator now, but we're on the other side of the camper. So, 23 inches is the width, which I need to knock another little bit off, unless, see, if I had a Sawzall, I could knock this lip out. I don't think I want to do that. So what I want to do is I'm going to knock this off right here, and this one off right here. Now that'll give me a nice ledge right against the back part. Now give me 1 second to move back over here again. This is going to be a trial and error, and probably a lot of error type of deal, which is one of the reasons I bought 3 of these boards instead of just 2. Now I'm left-handed, so man, I don't really work with wood that much. I love the smell. I love this smell right now. Now, I meant to bring some drill bits with me that I didn't bring either. So something tells me we're taking a trip to the hardware store at some point. But this will actually slide in there quite nicely. Now, it is a little loose, but so I need to make another one just a hair under 23 inches. That'll go up top, and then I'll make the side. I'll find out how much distance I need to do on the sides, because that's where it's actually going to be mounted. It's not really going to be mounted up top or bottom, but actually through the sides here. Oh man, this is going to be a fun day. So I'm going to go make the other one off camera, and I will get back to you in a minute. Since I end up making these cuts so precisely, I just have them held in. These held in with Gorilla Tape right now. So this looks like 13 inches will be perfect. So we're going to cut one to be 13 inches. I'm going to keep forgetting, I will leave this tape measure over here. And then we'll cut this one down to 13 inches. Hoping that both of these, crap, there went the cap to my, pen. I know most carpenters use a carpenter's pencil. Let's see, what can you see? Alright. Alright, you can still see me here. Alright. A carpenter's square is always helpful in these type of things. So it looks like I'm actually going to get the main framing done out of this one piece. This time I figured rather than carrying you over, I would Alright, that's actually going to work pretty good. How tall? Let me go find out how tall this air conditioner is. Because I might do something a little bit different here. Actually, I could try to knock that out. Yeah, actually, I think will be good. It's a little, this one ended up being a little short, which actually will work better over here. I'm actually going to screw this together, and then let's see what it looks like. And alright, let's go back over to the truck. Okay, so I brought you inside. I don't know what you can see because my glasses are completely black. What I decided to do instead is stand the boards up. I had to go to the hardware store because I had some tools I was missing. Actually, I needed a couple things. And so this one here, I just cut so that it'll just clear the crank mechanism. But I need to notch it out for that over there, or try to get that out of there. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing that. So I'm probably just going to notch it out. So I'm going to take my marker and mark it. Kind of not sure how I want to do it. I actually have an idea that might work, but I don't think the bit I have is big enough. So we'll check that out, and I'll let you know what I plan, how I ended up working around this. Because this has been a long process already. Because I actually went to the hardware store twice because I was halfway here, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I stand them this way rather than this way? It'll get me flusher to the window, and I can actually, it'll probably give me a better result because I can definitely get screws in here. And then I bought drill bits so I can drill through and then put screws in that way. So I'll let you know how this works. So what I ended up doing is I crammed a screwdriver through it and ripped it out of there. I actually ended up bending the inside of here, but that'll be okay. So I think I'm going to grab the drill bit and start running in screws from inside. I ended up doing that, but that'll be okay. I'll fix that. And I'll definitely be filling that with like caulk or something. A lot of this is definitely going to need some caulking and stuff, but I think this is going to look a lot better than it's sticking out. Not that I'm entirely worried about looks. Now let me see here, because these uprights that I had are probably not going to work anymore. Well, actually they'll have to be cut down most likely. This I put an L on. So yeah, I'll have to just cut that down some, and I'll get the main part of this framing done, and I'll have to drill some holes through there. I'll have to open this window and screw it in from that side. So let me get the tripod and start working on that. This one here, I'm gonna it's gonna be tricky, but I'll let you know. So I just realized I drilled a few holes but forgot to turn the camera back on. So we're gonna put the top one back in. And this little piece here keeps getting in the way. I'm going to have to... There we go. I hope I can get that in here from there. Because that's like way up there. We'll see. I'm pretty smart. Yeah, I don't want it to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go in. I'm gonna point you this way. I might not be able to use that one the way I wanted. So let me go in here. Alright, so if I do this right here, I actually have two drills here. One just for the drill bit, one for this. So it's not the most attractive thing from the inside, I'll tell you that. But how do I? Guess I'll put one here. But it's going to hold, and once I get done sealing everything, it's going to hold. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. So I guess while I'm in here, I might as well put the bottom one in. I think I have it backwards, but it's not going to matter. See how this goes. I have to grab the right drill. Alright, that's good. This one, like I said, this one's gonna be tricky because, you know, just not really having anywhere really good to screw it in kind of sucks. I really can't do anything on this side. It's going to be pretty ugly on the inside. Well, maybe not ugly. Oh, what did I just break? Oh, okay, that don't matter. It's not going to be like ugly, but it's just not going to be the most attractive thing ever. And I'm actually going to put one more in. I'm going to have quite a bit to edit out because there's going to be a lot of me walking. Alright. So that ain't going anywhere. And now what we need to do is find out. I think rather than measuring with the tape, I'm going to do kind of put this up here and just do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now let's go over to the truck. Alright, let's cut some wood. Wood is cut. Let's see if it fits. I'll let you see where we're going. Although I think you know exactly where we're going. That's gonna work. I already drilled a couple holes here. These I might want to put the longer screws. These will be alright. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Figure out how to keep that from happening. I think what I'll do is, I don't like doing it this way, but it's old school way that works. Hold you up like that. Drop the screw. That's the most important part. You gotta drop a screw. If you don't drop a screw, are you really working? You know what I mean? And I got one more down there. But then again, are these 2x4s even remotely straight? Actually, these are 2x3s, I think. And then one more from back here. Now we gotta find out what the other side is, and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and framed in this side off camera, which I don't know how you guys might feel about that, but whatever. So I went to test fit the air conditioner because I thought it was smaller than it was. Turns out that was the perfect height, top to bottom, for I have probably an inch or so on each side. And in a second I'm going to go in and show you what it looks like on the inside and how I attach the air conditioner. I'm going to take it back out so that I can frame in the actually I might not even do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in for now. I want to get that other screwdriver and break this piece off so that I can get that piece of wood in there. So I'm going to show you how I have it attached in there in just a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and take some measurements and see exactly what I can do here. I don't like how hot this camera's getting right now, being in the direct sunlight. So I went to the hardware store and I got a bunch of these L brackets here. And what I did is I took this off the top of the air conditioner, used its original screws, and then I took some good wood screws and put that in like that. I was going to do the same thing on the bottom, but I'm like, you know what, screw it. I don't actually, the ones I have are too small. So I'm going to have to see what I can do. But I have a piece of plywood that you can actually see right there through the window that we will use to frame the rest of this in. Or not necessarily frame, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to let this camera cool down a little bit. So I'm probably going to do some stuff off camera and then come back and be like, hey, this is what I did. So I will get back to you momentarily. Boy, let me tell you, if I had kept the camera rolling the whole time I was making this panel, I don't even know how long this video would have been. Hell, I don't even know how long it is now. But I want to try using a tool that I bought that I've never actually used before. I've never used one of these. So I want to see how... Oh, that's nice. I like that. Wow, this thing's really... You know what? I'm going to let it get down to like 40 because that's pretty low where it's at right now. So I like this. This actually works pretty good. I don't know how many more nails I have in here. I am going to have to reload. But yeah, the amount of trial and error it took to make this panel. Yeah. Okay, I still got a couple more. It kind of looked like it didn't put a hole there. Yeah, the amount of times I had to go back and resize it. I like this nail gun. I've never used one before, but I like it. So, and it's just a little brad nail. And now I'm out. So let me go reload this thing. Now, since I don't have anything in it and it's deactivated, I'll show you how this works. You load these in. Actually, I believe I want it up here where they go. Now you press it in and that's what activates your trigger. You load it in. You know what, you didn't even see any of that. So you load these in with the nail head at this rail here. Load it in. That activates your trigger. My finger is nowhere near the trigger, so that's safe. And then where has this tool been my whole life? I'm probably putting way more nails in than I need just because I like playing with the tool. I hope it's nowhere near as loud on camera as it is out here, which I know probably means it's louder. But hey, that looks a lot better than what we saw this morning, don't you think? I still want to finish it out. I'm gonna maybe put some type of edging around it, but I don't have any of that with me right now. And what I did is I figured it was better to buy a used name brand when I paid $20 for this at a pawn shop. I figured it was better to get a used name brand one than a brand new one that from like Harbor Freight that was not going to be anywhere near as good. I kind of want to do some caulking around here. There's really not much I can do there, but yeah, not bad for a day's work, and nowhere near as much lumber as I thought I needed. There's a guy over there, he's got his generator going as well. His is much quieter than mine. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a bit.